Fantastic. Well, happy Saturday, everyone. What a lovely group we have here today. So I'll be using 2 blocks and a blanket for class. We're going to do some inversions. So our peak posture today will be flying squirrel. Just know that that's where we're headed. I know it probably sounds like, what is that? But there are going to be layers and levels along the way, and you can find once we hit that place, if that's going to work for you, you can try it on. If not, that's totally okay. So just know that we are working towards a few arm balances and some hip openings today. Let's begin class in toes pose, everyone's favorite posture. So you're going to curl your toes under and sit back to your heels. Personally, I like to sit on my block. It gives me a little release from the pressure that I feel in the soles of my feet. Now, the idea behind this is that we are activating the soles of our feet. So you want that sensation. I know some of you might be feeling, oh gosh, this might be too intense. If that's the case, this is your practice. So take what you need. If you simply want to drop your feet and rest your hips towards your heels, know that that's always an option. You are not required to do what I cue you to do. You are, however, required to listen to your own body and take what you need. So everybody's dealing with their own stuff at any different time, so honor that simply by listening. Okay, so starting in toes pose or even hero's pose is going to be just fine. Place your palms gently on your thighs, and I want you to soften your eyes to close. Today, our focus is on trust. Not only trusting ourselves and our mat, but trusting in the process as it unfolds. Trust is one of the most transforming words in mind, body, and heart. Mostly because most of us just don't trust. Often it's from past experiences, from past pain or past fear and hurt. We don't trust in others, the universe, a higher power, but more than anything, we often don't trust in ourselves. I invite you here to trust yourself for the next 60 minutes. Just start there. Slowly, you're going to just tap into the breath. Don't force anything just yet. Just move the breath slowly. Take your awareness there. Start to feel the subtle rise and fall of the body with each breath in and each breath out. We use our breath to create this transition from anything that we were doing prior to this moment into this present space. We also use the breath to discover places in the body that we are holding tension or stress. And we start to become the witness of our body, of our mind. And then we'll move the breath together. So send all the air out. Tone the belly. From there, inhale, fill up all the way. Belly, lungs, upper chest, crown of the head, top of the head, hold it in. Open, audible exhale, let it go. Twice more. Big breath, fill up, expansive and wide through the heart space, lengthening through the crown of the head. Open mouth, release. Last one, big breath in. And slow, smooth breath out. Push it all the way out. You're going to hold it out for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Seal your lips. Take a slow breath in through the nose. Coat the back of the throat. And out through the nose. This is your Ujjayi pranayama. This breath allows you to go deeper within, keep your connection to the present moment, and to feel entirely and completely. Now reach your fingertips toward the floor. They're probably not going to touch if you're up in toes pose. And then flip your palms toward the sky. Inhale, rise up through the side bodies. Take your palms together to touch, and then lift the heart. So you create this gentle back bend. We're going to do this several times today, standing and seated. And then exhale, palms come down to the heart space. All right, we're almost there. Stay with me. Interlace your fingers and press your palms forward. Yeah. So just stretching out our wrists because we're going to do some stuff on our hands today. And then inhale, lift the arms high and just rotate gently from side to side. So hold for a full breath on either side if that feels good. Or if you like more of a rapid motion, you can just simply sway from side to side without using the full breath pattern. But notice the core, the action of the core that plays here through the movement of the body. Beautiful. Even out the sides, and then reach and lift the palms toward the sky. You're going to pull your shoulders towards your ears. And then as you exhale, I want you to soften the shoulders down the back body. So do this one more time. Inhale, lift the shoulder. Then exhale, pull the shoulders down. So good. Release the hands and then shift yourself forward. And then go ahead and lift the feet up. Give yourself a minute because that's a pretty deep stretch. And then once you feel you can tap the tops of the feet towards the floor, just activating the tops of the feet. Yeah. And then sit your hips back towards child's pose. So knees go wide, hips to heels, arms extend forward. Give yourself a moment or a few moments to focus on the heart center. So as you breathe, you lift the back of the heart up. And as you exhale, you soften the front of the heart down. Just a couple more times. And then inhale, pull yourself up to tabletop. This is where you can start to stack the joints. So spreading the fingertips really wide. This is practice for where we're going to balance on our hands. So I want you to find that firm connection, making sure that your palms are shoulder width distance apart, maybe slightly further, right? Depending on your body, but grip the mat with all 10 finger pads. And then pull the belly up and in. So feel the spine get really long. The tailbone reaches back, the crown of the head forward. Notice if you're hyperextending your elbows, I want you to take a soft bend. So you've got more buoyancy there and a little bit more strength. Now keep the engagement of the core. Send your right leg straight out and plant the sole of the feet down. So not the right foot back, the right foot out to the side. And then inhale, reach the right arm high. So you've got this grounded, like triangle twist here. Now from here, press through the left hand so much that you grow taller and lighter through the right fingertips, just like that. Yeah. And if you'd like to open it up a little bit more, twisting through the thoracic spine, you can take the gaze high. Just make sure the spine and the head go long, and then find the breath. Inhale, reach straight up. And as you exhale, take your right arm forward. So you're going to rotate the torso down toward the mat. Now we're going to stretch the inner thigh, pull your hips back, and get long through the side bodies. Yeah. Notice the core has to be active here to keep the parallel torso. So take a full breath in. Exhale, right hand down, and then send your right leg straight back. Amazing. Take your right toe mound over to the left for an IT band stretch. And this is where you can use your blocks if you want, or you can just drop down to the elbows. And then you're going to move forward and back through the right heel. You've got compression through the left hip and length through the right. So just play with it. Use your breath. Find some movements. And then lift yourself back up to your forearms. Take your right leg straight back, and then exhale knee to nose. So draw it all the way and use the core and round the upper back. Yep. Inhale, right leg goes long. We'll do that 2 more times. And then exhale, pull the right knee in, round the spine. Beautiful. Once more, inhale. And exhale. Now take your right ankle forward. So you've got this figure 4 stance here. So right ankle is in front of the left thigh. So good. So figure 4 on the knees, and then come back down to the elbows. Give yourself 3 full breaths to work the outer right hip. And then press back up to the forearms, or the palms rather, and unwind the right leg, send it all the way back, and then press through the heel. So you're just going to stretch for a second. Toe mound is down. And then find yourself back in neutral tabletop. Feel free to shake your booty from side to side. Give yourself a little moment. And then stack the joints again. So palms beneath the shoulders. Get stable through your foundation. Core strong. Left leg out to the side. Ground through the sole of the foot. Right hand roots down. Inhale, left arm high. Open up for that grounded triangle twist. And then belly pulls up and in. Move the stretch, move the twist from the thoracic spine. So from the belly button up as you open up through the arms. Option to take it a little further depending on how warm you are in class today. Be mindful of the neck. You want to keep a nice long neck. This allows you to twist deeper. Take a full breath in, reach back up. As you exhale, left arm forward, hips draw back, square the torso, and lengthen the side bodies. Inhale. Exhale, left hand down, and then take your left leg straight back. And then place the left toe mound over to the right for an IT band stretch. Come down to the forearms or use your blocks. Shifting forward and back through the left heel. Just some small movements. And then press up to the palms. Left leg straight back. Let's use the core. Exhale, knee to nose. Draw it in. Round the upper spine. Gaze to the navel. 2 more times. Inhale, full extension. Exhale, knee to nose. 1 more breath in. And breath out. Ride the wave of the breath. So the movements all the way through. And then take your left ankle forward in front of your right knee. So you got this figure 4 movement here. You can stay upright if you want, or you can come back down. Find 3 breaths as you work into the outer left hip. So good. Pressing back up to the palms. Unwind the leg, left leg straight back. And then tabletop. Walk your hands forward about 6 inches and maybe slightly wider. Curl your toes under. Downward facing dog, friends. Lift your hips up. Opportunity to pedal through your feet. So each and every posture that we find ourselves in allows us to get more curious about our physical form. We're curious about what we're feeling today, what we have gotten stuck in our bodies, what we need to let go of, and what we'd like to draw in. This is where we can really begin to trust the process of our yoga practice. Trust the process of the breath to guide, to nourish, and to allow us to remain completely present in this moment. Now straighten your legs and send your heels closer to the earth. Feel the stretch to the back of the legs. Yeah, just like that. And then bend your knees slightly. Elevate your sit bones. Press to the heels of your hands. Take a full breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Again, big breath in. Let it go. Slowly, you're going to walk your feet forward to forward fold. Maybe you take your feet a little wider than hip width distance apart, and then soft bend to the knees. Feel the belly touch the thighs, and place your palms down on the mat. Now take your weight forward towards your toe mounds. Not a lot. You don't want your heels to completely lift, but you want your weight to be more forward. And then let the head drop heavy. Here's your opportunity to shake your head yes or no. Notice any tension that still resides in the sides of the neck. Feel how the breath massages the body from the inside out. And then take the feet maybe a little closer together. If they're further than hip width distance apart, root through the soles of the feet, and then slowly, very mindfully rise all the way up through Tadasana. So we're going to move through very traditional Surya Namaskar A today. Take your hands overhead, palms together to touch. So important as we move through class and we move through this Surya Namaskar A that your palms are going to stay connected overhead and you want your biceps to remain in line with your ears. So take it into a gentle back bend here. So biceps stay in line with the ears. I want you to press through your heels, strengthen your legs, push your pubic bone forward. And then notice if you're dumping into the cervical spine. So we don't want the head to drop. We also don't want the arms slightly forward. We want the biceps in line with the ears and then pull the shoulders down. So good. Take a full breath in. Exhale, palms come to heart space, Samastitihi. Give yourself a moment with your eyes closed and feel the connection you have to the earth. Trust that your body knows what it's doing. Release the arms along the side bodies. Inhale, Tadasana, all the way up. Again, palms come together. Take it into that gentle back bend. It's one movement. And exhale, forward fold. Hands through heart space, release. Inhale to a halfway lift. Use your core. You don't even have to use your hands. That's how strong your core is going to be. Breath in. Exhale, low lunge, left foot back. Hands down, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step forward. Between the hands. And then forward fold, feet meet. Inhale, Tadasana, all the way up, palms connect, back bend. Exhale, Samastitihi, hands meet at the heart space. Arms along the side bodies. Inhale, Tadasana, all the way up, palms connect. Exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale, halfway you rise. Exhale, low lunge, right foot back. Palms down, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step through. Forward fold, feet meet. Inhale, Tadasana, all the way up, reach to the hands. Palms connect, back bend. And Samastitihi. Let's change it up a little bit. So listen closely. Hands down, inhale, arms high. Exhale, vertical twist to the right. So opening up the arms, palms nice and wide. Now pull your left hip crease slightly back. Keep your hips squared forward. The feet are grounded and rooted. And notice if the shoulders have moved up towards the ears. Pull them gently down. Inhale, Tadasana. Again, palms connect, biceps by ears. Exhale, vertical twist to the left. Open yourself up nice and wide. Beautiful, friends. Pull your right hip crease gently back. Keep the torso square. The hips square, rather. Inhale, Tadasana. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift, core strong. Exhale, low lunge, left foot back. Now this is where you can grab your blocks if you want to. Framing your right foot. Find some subtle movements, shifting forward, drawing back. Maybe you straighten the front leg. Opportunity to just move into the hips a little deeper. And then I want you to grow really strong through your legs. So get stable, pulling your inner thighs together, and then hover your hands above the mat. That's how active your legs need to be. Draw in the low belly. And then plant your left hand down. You can use your block if you want. Keeping the strength of your legs, inhale, low lunge, twist, right arm high. Pull your right hip crease back, lift your left hip crease up. And then as you power down through the left heel of your palm, you grow longer through your right fingertips. Breathe. Don't force the rotation of the gaze. It's totally okay to keep the gaze at the sidewall. Full breath in. Exhale, lounging lizard. Shift your weight to the knife edges of the feet. Jim, this one's for you. I know how much you love lounging lizard. Flexing your toes to protect your knee joints, okay? The belly is doing so much work here. And then inhale, low lunge, come back to center. Plant your palms, high plank, feet to meet. So first time in high plank. Make sure the palms are beneath the shoulders, right? And I've been doing this difference in my high plank. If you want to try it on, go ahead. Walk your hands forward. So it's like a downward facing dog high plank. Walk your feet, make sure they're hip width distance apart, and then drop the hips in line with the shoulders. So the whole front body is really working here. Soften the torso slightly down. You've got 8 seconds, and then we're gonna lower down to the belly. So soften the eyes to close and find the breath. Yeah, trust the strength here. Last 6. Final 4. 2. And 1. Feel free to drop to your knees first if you want, or simply lower all the way down. We're gonna move into wide arm cobra pose. So hands off of the mat, spider tip your fingertips, lift your elbows toward the sky, and then take the tops of the feet to the edges of the mat behind you. Before you lift your torso, squeeze your glutes and push your pubic bone into the earth. From there, inhale, peel the heart, lift the head. Notice that the shoulders are towards the ears, lengthen the sides of the neck, take them down. Exhale, release. 2 more times, we'll flow that. Inhale, wide arm, cobra pose, rise up. And exhale, release. Last one, friends, stay with me. Breath in, lift up. Breath out, let go. Hands beneath the shoulders, curl your toes under. Either press yourself up to tabletop or high plank, and downward facing dog, hips rise. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step forward, forward fold. Inhale, Tadasana all the way up, palms connect, back bend. Exhale, vertical twist to the right. Inhale, Tadasana. And exhale, vertical twist to the left. Yep, just like that. Inhale, Tadasana. Palms connect, take that gentle back bend. And forward fold, release down. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge, right foot back. And then frame your left foot. Those same subtle movements that you did on the other side. Nothing big, just exploration. And then power up through the legs. So the right heel pulls forward so that you can hover the hands. Really trust the strength of the body, scissoring the inner thighs together. Keep that connection, keep that strength. Send your right hand down. Inhale, low lunge, twist, left arm rises. Yes. Pull your left hip crease back. Keep the right hip crease lifted. And then lengthen through the neck. Beautiful, everyone. Take a full breath. Exhale, lounging lizard. Shift your weight, flex your toes. Soften the hips closer to the earth and tone your belly. Yes, it's everyone's favorite posture. Meaning sarcasm right there. So just smile through it. Inhale, low lunge. And high plank. Plant your palms. Beautiful. Shift yourself forward. Drop to your knees. Take the tops of your feet down and then upward facing dog. You can also find high cobra if you want to. So high cobra is the knees and the thighs are down. Upward facing dog is the knees and the thighs are lifted. Now, option here, you can drop to the knees, turn the toes, and move into downward facing dog, or you can simply roll over the tops of the feet and press yourself back to downward facing dog. You decide. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step through. Forward fold, feet meet. Take a big breath and let it go. And then everybody come on down to frog pose, Malasana. So if you can widen your feet enough so that the soles of the feet are rooted onto the earth, that's great. If you find that your heels are lifted and you can't drop the soles of the feet completely down, that's okay too. So take what you need. Also, another option is more of a restorative frog is you can sit on your block. That works, right? Why not? So your level where you are today. Place your inner thighs connecting to your outer triceps. So you want your thighs moving in and you want your triceps moving out. So you want to feel that deep connection here. Palms move to heart space and then lift your heart towards your thumbs. Yes, just like that. The tailbone is heavy to the earth. Now drop your left hand down, inhale your right arm high and just move it into this nice twist here. Gazing underneath the right armpit, take a full breath in. Exhale, release. Let's switch the hands out. Right hand down, that same connection of the inner thigh to the outer tricep. Inhale, left arm rises all the way up, gazing underneath the left armpit. And slowly release. Plant your palms, lift your hips, and then face your toes forward. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. So drop down to the sit bones, seal your heels. Maybe you lift your toes, okay? Reaching the arms either towards the sky or slightly forward, depending on your own shoulder rotation, right? There's no wrong answer here. It's what serves you. But actively, I want you to feel how the inner thighs are moving to midline. The thighs probably aren't touching, the knees aren't touching, but you're feeling that gentle activation towards center. Take a big breath. Exhale, airplane arms, reach your fingertips back. Now notice if your gaze is down, I want you to pull your gaze forward and then take the shoulders behind the heart. So the triceps are active. They're reaching toward the back wall. Drop your booty a little bit more. Find your breath. Inhale, one-legged twist to the left leg high. And then flex your left toes. This helps keep the core engaged. Notice if the left hip is lifted up, I want you to soften it back down in line with the right. Yeah, and tone your belly. This is going to help with your balance. Power through the standing leg. Take a full breath in. Exhale, low lunge. So very slowly, you're going to cartwheel down, planting your palms, step your left foot back. Now here, I will need a blanket from my knee. You always have an option to get that as well. Drop your left knee down. For the purposes of this flow, I want you to keep your left toes curled under. Inhale, crescent moon. Bring your palms together to touch like we were doing in our Tadasana, and then shift all the way forward so you're opening up the psoas, compressing through the right hip crease, and then pull your low ribs to midline so the core stays strong as you lift the gaze high and back. Take a full breath in. Big movement. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. So lift off, reach back, and telescope the torso forward. The feet have a firm connection and the legs are really strong. Breathe. Inhale, warrior two, up and around. Beautiful. Feel free to just move, dance, feel it out. And then settle in. Make sure your stance is wide enough to support your body. Extend through the arms and gaze gently over your middle finger. Take a big breath. Exhale, extended side angle. So the legs remain, we're just shifting with the torso. Take your left arm forward. You've got a long line of energy from your left heel all the way through the extended fingertips. Breathe. Keeping the legs, inhale, reverse your warrior. Up and back, gaze toward the sky. And then breathe into the rib cage as you open up through the intercostal muscles. Take a full breath. Exhale, low lunge, palms to the earth. Option to use your blocks here. Inhale, standing splits, left leg high. Level off your hip by taking your pinky toe toward the earth. Inhale, halfway lift just with the torso. Exhale, forward fold, feet meet. So good. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Smooth and steady, we'll transition to the other side. Seal the heels, lift the toes. Soften the shoulders. Breathe in. Exhale, airplane arms. Heart forward, booty drops. Inhale, one-legged twist to the right, right leg high, open up. Flex your right toes. Activate your left quadricep. Breathe in. Exhale, low lunge, cartwheeling very slowly, right? This is a lot of balance here. Plant the palms, ground the right toe mound. Using your blanket if you did so, drop your right knee down. Keeping the toes curled under. Inhale, crescent moon. Full front body extension, palms connect, heart and gaze rise as you deepen into the lunge and you trust the support of the legs and the ground beneath you. Big movement, take a full breath. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. You're gonna lift off and then extend forward. So the right heel is pulling to the front of the mat. Breathe. Inhale, warrior two, up and around. Adjust the feet, settle in, extend through the arms. Breathe. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Maintain the foundation of your legs. Oh, I did that wrong. Come back to warrior two. Take a full breath in. Exhale, extended side angle. Thanks for playing along, friends. Just seeing if you're listening. Press through the right heel. Take the right arm forward. Feel the shift of the hips so the tailbone dials toward the back heel. Now, inhale, reverse your warrior. Keeping the lunge. Gaze to the sky. Full range of breath, so let the body really be participating in the entire breath pattern here. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge, cartwheel down. Use your blocks if you did so on the other side. Inhale, standing splits, right leg high. Level off the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, just the torso. Exhale, forward fold, feet meet. Great. Let's flow through that breath to movement. Stay with me. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, one-legged twist to the left. Exhale, low lunge, slow and steady. Transition back. Left knee down. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, crescent lunge, airplane arms. Lift off, reach back. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, low lunge, palms down. Inhale, standing splits, left leg high. Exhale, forward fold, feet meet. Last time through, inhale, chair pose. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, one-legged twist to the right. Exhale, low lunge. Right knee down. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, crescent lunge, airplane arms, reach back. Inhale, warrior two, up and around. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, low lunge, palms to the earth. Standing splits, right leg high. Exhale, forward fold, feet connect. Beautiful, friends. Full breath in. Big breath out. Come on down to frog pose again. This time we're going to try on flying frog. Okay, so find that same connection of the outer triceps to the inner thighs, and then plant your palms down. Remember that same shoulder width distance apart, maybe slightly further depending on your body, but you want to grip the mat with all 10 finger pads. Now it's important as we move on to our hands that we're going to keep our gaze forward 12 inches, because if we're gazing back, we're more likely to fall on the top of our head. So continue to keep your gaze forward. Before you shift forward, I want you to pull the low belly up and in. From there, start to take your gaze forward, move into the hands, and lift your heels off of the mat. Okay, maybe this is as far as you go, and that's okay. But squeeze the inner thighs, tone the belly, and then if you feel like it, you can lift one foot, flex your toes, lift the other foot, flex your toes, yeah, and then lift your sit bones up. You've got it. Amazing. And then come on down to the back once you're done playing with that. Come on to the back. We're going to do just a little bit of core to keep us a little more active. So onto the back, take a block between your inner thighs and find reverse tabletop, flexing your toes towards your face. All right, squeeze your block. Now place your palms on your thighs and push into your thighs the same time that your thighs are pushing into your hands. Now I want you to lift the tailbone, so curl the tailbone under and suction cup the belly down. Once you have that, lift your shoulder blades off the mat. Okay, now you've got the upper torso pulling in, the tailbone lifting up. Close your eyes and breathe. You've got 10 seconds here in this isometric hold. Feel as you inhale, the belly lifts, and as you exhale, the belly pulls down and you get a deeper crunch. Squeeze the block. We're going to take slow bicycle sit-ups in 6. Stay here for 4. Just 3. 2. And 1. Lower the back down, remove the block. Take your hands behind your head and interlace your palms together to touch. Elbows are wide. Take a full breath in. Let the belly lift. And as you exhale, left leg goes long, left elbow to right knee. So you're working the obliques here. Inhale back to center. Keep the shoulder blades lifted as you draw your knees together. And then exhale, right leg long, right elbow, left knee. You've got it. Inhale back to center, shoulder blades stay lifted, and then off. So you're going to move really slow. Continue to flex through the feet and press through the heels. You've got about 10 here is all. And then we'll find a full body stretch. So slow and steady. About 5 more. Last 3, 2, and 1. Full body stretch. Arms lengthen overhead. Legs go long. Amazing, everyone. Then bend your knees, plant the soles of the feet. We'll move into bridge pose. So feet are hip width distance apart. Press down, lift your hips up, interlace your fingers, and then walk your shoulder blades underneath the back of the heart. Activate the thighs, the glutes. Pull the chest closer towards the chin, and breathe. Beautiful. Release the hands, drop the hips down, pull your thighs over your belly. And then start to rock and roll. Meet me in standing forward fold. You can make it fun. You can rise up without any hands. Try it on. Good work, everybody. Take a full breath in and a slow breath out. So nice to see you, Susan. Yeah, and Jeannie too. Great for joining us. Thank you. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. So adding on here. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. So no twist, just one-legged Tadasana, left leg high. Exhale, figure four. Left ankle over right thigh. Pull your palms down to heart space. Now, it's important to know that when you're in standing figure four, that it's okay if it's not your ankle that connects to your thigh. Your calf can also connect there too. And the point of flexing the toes is we want to protect the knee joint. So continue to keep the toes flexed. Now drop the booty down and lift the heart to the thumbs. Just feel the breath. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana, lift up. And exhale, dancer pose. So left ankle, or rather left elbow, left hip crease. And then send your left heel back. Reach for the inner arch or ankle of your left foot and pull your thighs together. Now this is dancer here, you can stay. You don't have to do anything else. If you want a little bit more, you can send your left toes back and reach your heart forward. Breathe. Press deeply through the right heel. Keep your dancer, but release your grip. Inhale, warrior one, land softly. So haven't been in warrior one yet this class. Just make sure that your stance is slightly shorter and slightly further apart so that the hips stay squared forward. And then reach the arms, palms together to touch. Take it into that beautiful back bend. You want your left heel rooted completely to the earth. Take a full breath in. Exhale, humble warrior. So shift at your hips, reach forward, down, and around. Find that same chest expansion. And then drop the right shoulder onto the knee as you let the head hang heavy. If you'd like to, you can lift your fists away from the low back. You decide. Release the grip. Inhale, arms reach forward, and then up and around to star pose. Little fancy footwork on the feet. Then exhale, wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita. Release through the head. Drop your hands wherever feels good. Maybe the ankles, maybe forward. It's okay if you have a bend in your knees as well. Inhale, halfway lift with the torso. Exhale, low lunge forward. And then step forward, forward fold. So we take the same thing on the other side, and you do know what's coming, but I encourage you to go nice and slow. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. And then exhale, airplane arms, reach back. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana, right leg lifts up. Exhale, figure four, right ankle over left thigh. Pull the palms down to the heart space. Drop your tailbone. Keep the spine nice and long and breathe. Now remember, left heel roots deep into the earth, nice and heavy. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana, straight up. Exhale, dancer pose, right elbow, right hip crease. And then send your right foot back, reaching for the inner arch or ankle. Pull the thighs together. Lift the left arm high. Feel free to stay or send it into the fullest expression as you pull your heart forward and you send your right toes back. Breathe. Now keep the dancer, but release your grip. Yes, you can. That's where the glutes play a part. Inhale, warrior one, land softly. shorter and wider. Right toes are forward and the right heel roots. Palms come together, gaze is high. Breathe in. Exhale, humble warrior, reach forward, down and around. Clasp the palms, drop the left shoulder on top of the knee. And then gazing to the navel, slow the breath down. Notice if your left hip is out to the side, draw it back in. Release the grip. Inhale, arms reach forward, then rise all the way up to star pose. So good. Exhale, Prasarita, wide-legged forward fold. Hands beneath the shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge to the front. And then step forward, forward fold. All right, here it is, friends. We're going to move into our peak posture. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Make sure your blocks are actually at the front of your mat. And then move into chair pose. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, left leg high, one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, figure four. Left ankle over right thigh. Now remember, flex your left toes, keep the knee active. Right, drop your booty down. This is a great place to stay. You're welcome to stay here. If you'd like to try on flying squirrel, then you're gonna come all the way down. And as you come down, you're gonna lift your right heel and plant your palms on your blocks. Okay. Now from here, this is not my favorite posture, so I'm probably not gonna fly. I'll do a front view and then I'll just move to the side view here. So you really want to attach your toes around your right forearm or right bicep, even that whole like elbow area. So the toes are really strong. And then pull your low belly in as you start to shift your weight towards your hands. Now remember, the gaze needs to be forward and your left knee is gonna attach to the top of the left tricep. Okay, belly up and in, lean forward, gaze forward, then maybe you lift the back foot. But notice if you're breathing. Notice if you're holding on to your breath. And if you want to lose the blocks, that's up to you too. Sometimes the blocks are easier, sometimes they're not, so you decide. Yeah, and then whenever you're ready, forward fold is where we'll meet. No rush. Take your time. And in your forward fold, we're just going to stretch out the wrists for a second. So planting down through the tops of the hands, the fingertips point towards the body. And then just move the body forward and back for just a little massage. And then you take the hands, the palms down, but the fingertips are out to the sides. Then we'll take the other side. So inhale, chair pose. And exhale, airplane arms. Inhale your right leg high, one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, figure four. Drop down, palms to heart space. And then you're going to slowly transition. Okay, as you soften the booty down, you're going to lift the left heel, planting your palms either on the blocks or the floor, and then hook the right toes around the elbow. Shift your weight forward, gazes forward, and then play with this side. Remember that each side of the body has its own different ways of doing things, but hollow out the belly. And then when you're ready, forward fold is where we meet. Take your time. And let go of whatever did or did not happen, because it doesn't change your practice. It doesn't change who you are. It really doesn't matter. And each day, maybe you could try this 2 weeks from now or 2 weeks before and you got it, but today you didn't for whatever reason. So it just is a practice. It's just a way of moving energy, prana, through the body as we put ourselves in these different postures. That's really all our physical yoga practice is. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, tuck and curl, tiny ball. Lift the heels, wrap the forearms around the shins, chin to chest. And then come on down to the booty. We'll do a seated forward fold. Extend the legs long, remove the extra flesh. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky, lengthen the torso. And exhale, seated forward fold. Please use any props that call to you. Relax to the fingertips, relax to the toes, and drop the head very last. Now you're going to use your breath again to massage the shoulders, the armpits. The world is literally stitched together by our trust in others and our own trustworthiness. Right? Because if we're not trusting ourselves, we certainly don't trust others. There's that serious projection happening there. But life takes trust. And the further we get from trusting ourselves, the less likely we are to take risks, to open up, to love and live life fully. So this level of trust takes effort. It takes practice. Inhale, slowly crawl the torso back up and then lower all the way down. Please take your blocks with you. Find supine figure 4, so right ankle over left thigh. This might be enough of a stretch, or you can lift your left thigh and interlace your fingers beneath. Completely press the whole back to the mat. So from the back of the head to the low spine are all rooted firmly into the mat. There's not a whole lot left to see, so feel free to close the eyes and simply feel here. This is where we transition into the complete surrender and honoring of all the effort that we put into our practice. Release the grip, place the left foot down. Keep your legs as they are, and then just move into a supine figure 4 twist. So this is where the blocks can come in handy. They can rest beneath the left thigh and the right heel. And then goalpost your arms, turn your head toward the right to feel a full spinal twist. And then the belly rises and falls with the breath. Right peace fingers to your right big toe. Find half happy baby. Feel free to move if that feels good. And then no rush, but whenever you're ready, we'll take the other side. So figure 4 on the left ankle over the right thigh. Option to lift the right leg for a deeper stretch. Press through the back body. Breathe. Releasing the grip, right foot down. Move it into the supine figure 4 twist. Option to use your block. Support the outer right thigh. Goalpost the arms. And turn the head to the left. Belly breathing. And as you're ready, half happy baby, left peace fingers, left big toe. Find some movement. Release your grip. Pull both thighs over your belly. Friends, if there's any other posture that you require, go ahead and take it. Otherwise, we'll move into final Shavasana. Sending the legs long. Allow the arms to rest along the side bodies. Palms face up to receive or down for grounding if you choose. Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, completely let go. Feel all the spaces of the body that are connected to the earth. Heels, the calves, the hips, the shoulders, back of the hands, back of the head. In order to enter into the experience of true union, of oneness, interconnectedness, fearlessness, we have to open up our capacity to trust. Allow yourself to be exactly as you are in this moment, not wishing for something else, not trying to change it. Take your gaze to your third eye, allow it to reside there, and welcome any images or colors that begin to manifest from your consciousness. Slowly begin to awaken the bodies with breath. If you choose to move on, you're more than welcome to stay in Shavasana as long as you want to. Feel free to find small movements in the fingertips and the toes. Reach the arms overhead. And take one knee at a time into center as you gently roll over to the right side. Taking a moment to rest, taking a moment to feel and to witness the profound shifts that happen when we intentionally breathe and move. I encourage you to notice throughout your day today where you are either embracing trust or pushing it away. And without finding judgment, just be the witness of your own actions and your own thoughts. This awareness alone allows us to shift our patterns. Take your palm down, press into the earth as you lift yourself up to seated. Keeping your eyes closed, pull your palms together at your heart space for Anjali Mudra. Let's end class today with one Om. Take a full breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, we prepare. Carry the vibrations with you. Carry your thumbs to your third eye. Bowing forward. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Such a lovely honor to guide you through class. Please know that if you ever miss a Saturday, that my YouTube channel has all the recordings on. So take anything you want, lots of different formats. Until next time, friends, be well.
That was wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Jenny. Thanks so much, Jenny. I've missed you.
Nice to see you, Susan.
I know.
Oh my gosh.